Okay, so I took in so much content from the minute that the first videos came out of, it seems like Trump may have been shot. There was this, it was pretty much instantaneous, like up to the second I happened to be on Twitter, and then, you know, minute by minute, more info came out, videos came out. I'm sure many people who are, very online had a similar experience. And, so I've been taking in all kinds of content all day. Twitter, Mario Naval's Twitter space, Nick Fuentes' stream, Tate made videos, Alex Jones made videos. So many people, were giving their 2 cents. RSD Tyler, did a stream. And I've just been listening to people all day. And, I was trying to think about what to react to kind of just embody the overarching vibe of what I took in. And then the timeline delivered such a beautiful back to back to back banger synchronicity that I thought I would react to this one. So I call this video Goals. Oh, dude, I'm blowing it. Goals of which we are ignorant. Lawfare graduates to warfare and shut it all down, featuring Nick Naval and Vivek. This is Otis 5D Reacts. Otis 5D Reacts. All right, boy. So on the timeline, Nick shares the iconic image with a quote from Napoleon. Destiny urges me to a goal of which I am ignorant. Until that goal is attained, I am invulnerable, unassailable. And I just think that's the perfect summary of the vibe that has been created by the events of today for those of us who are on a similar wavelength. The Nick and RSD Tyler in particular were both, and Andrew Tate were all very clear, and I completely agree that this is a Ryan Selkis also, was talking about this, was tweeting about this. He didn't make videos as far as I know. That this is a supernatural occurrence. I picture like Balaji or something just being like, oh my God, can we please keep this rational? It's like, no, bro, we can't keep this rational. This is not rational. And, I feel like people like Balaji are just getting hemmed in on all sides by Tucker and, Tate and Fuentes and all the Candace Owens, all these other people who see things but are like, bro, this is a God dream, shout out to Ye. Like, this is everything. This is everything. And it's too perfect. The ear, the knowing that a millimeter different and images of brains splattered. It's like, and we did get an image of a brain splattered, but it was the assailant, and I'm not even going to go into the Jack Rubenstein killing Lee Harvey Oswald, and then, dead men tell no tales. No opinion on that. Genuinely no opinion on that. But so destiny urges me to a goal of which I'm ignorant. Until that goal is attained, I'm invulnerable, unassailable. It's like, okay, this is a God dream. This is bigger than me. This is much, much bigger than me. It's bigger than us. I feel like the REM Losing My Religion or something. It's like, that's me in the fucking corner, bro. Like, quivering and quaking at the fear of God, right? So that was just too perfect, you know. Shout out to Nick, bro. Nick's the realest of the real ones. And then Naval's not so much of not a real one himself. Lawfare graduates to warfare. The stakes couldn't be higher. You know, that's a much more measured take. But, you know, coming from Naval, I feel like it's similarly like, bro, we're on a fucking knife's edge. Bro, we're on a fucking knife's edge. Like, do you get it? Do I get it? I don't know if I get it. I don't know if I get it. I don't know if I'm just sitting here wanting to be like, look at me, I get it. And it's like, I don't get it at all. Bam! And I'm just about to get fucking blindsided like everybody else. Like, the blindside, like, you know, being blindsided is the worst. You know, I've been watching, due to some challenging circumstances of my existence, I've been watching these videos about betrayal trauma. And one of the things that has that has been revealed to me by watching these videos, including by Jordan Peterson. I can't believe Jordan Peterson has good things to say back then. That it's worse than someone dying, because you thought you were accurately reading a situation, and the betrayal revealed to you how far off your perception was compared to the actual reality. And that causes you to call into question your entire perceptual capacity. And some people never get over it. Obviously, you know, we have to fight, you know. But lawfare graduates to warfare. The stakes couldn't be higher. It's like, this, we got blindsided. I mean, you know, Tucker talked about it for months. People, Alex Jones, Bannon. I mean, people have been talking about this for months. But, whew. And then the failures of the Secret Service, which is creepy and fucking weird, and like, you know, there's too many parallels to all kinds of other false flag shit, and, you know, Kennedy and all kinds of various fake shit that they've done. And it's like, really? Because it's way too perfect. Like, had it been successful, the entire, like, things that make you go, shout out to CNC Music Factory. That's inappropriate for right now to make references, but I am only human. It would have just all gotten swept under the rug, right? It's like, this is a national tragedy. Oh my God. Bleh. Who's going to be the president? The vice, RNC, DNC, and all these videos that are now getting passed around on Twitter of like, bro, I was like telling the cops for a few minutes, right? You know, do you know that like 50 witnesses of the JFK assassination died in like the next 4 years or something? Like a lot of them who were like, had very detailed accounts of what they had seen, very much like today. They just died, right? So it's like they have one playbook and basically 1, 2, 3, 4 tricks in the playbook, and they're just running this, and it's falling apart by the grace of God. But that's all they have, and so they keep running it. And as the stakes keep going higher, it's getting more blatant and real, and like shit that happens in movies and shit that you're supposed to just read about in history books is like happening. And it's fucking intense, man. And then, you know, now we go to the other Indian. Oh, dude, poor Nick, you know, getting, it's like, he, at least I put you first, bro. At least I put you before the Indian guys, you know, the fucking Brahmins. Shut it down now more than ever. And Vivek's a funny guy. I love Vivek, but he's a funny guy of like, cause it's real, like, I don't know. It's like a political slogan. Shut it down now more than ever. I am Vivek Ramaswamy and I approve this. It has that vibe to it. It's all good. It's all good, bro. We, get in where you fit in. But the vibe is just perfect. Shut it the fuck down, bro. It's all over. All I needed after that was a Ryan Selkis number 4, but it didn't happen. I gambled and I didn't win. But I got 3. I got like 3 of a kind. Not bad in the Twitter For You lottery. So we're in a different world, bro. I have no idea what's gonna. I feel like if I had to predict, I think an extremely militant tone is going to take foot via someone. That someone could be Ryan Selkis. It could be Nick Fuentes. It could be Andrew Tate. It could be Tucker Carlson. It could be Steve Bannon. It is so crazy that Steve Bannon is in jail right now. The most important voice to kind of interpret, other than Otis 5D, the most important voice to interpret these events is Bannon, in my opinion. And can't speak, bro. So I think that there is not necessarily like a thirst for blood. I don't think there is a thirst for blood, but I think there's a thirst for like, hey, it's time to stop fucking bullshitting, bro. Shit is not just real. Shit is real as fuck. This may go down in history as equivalent to the firing on Fort Sumter. This may be the opening volley in something that escalates in a way that we can barely even begin to fathom. And I think people who come, it could be Robbie Starbuck, my kind of dark horse candidate would be Ollie Alexander. Shout out to Ollie Alexander. To really take hold of, say what the people are feeling. And what I hope is that it's a person. That was the issue, I think, with Hitler, was that just because you get a lot of things right doesn't mean you get everything right. And this, the last thing I have any interest in doing is turning this video into a discussion of Hitler. But it's like, the reason I bring him up, I almost regret it, but I don't actually regret it, is that he spoke what a lot of people were feeling about globalists and money printing and elites and a class of people who didn't care about the ordinary people, blah, 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 blah. Basically, he said what a lot of people were feeling, and a lot of people were like, this shit makes sense. I think reality is calling forth such a person as we speak. And I don't know who it is. I have a feeling it's somebody. It could be Tucker. Actually, it could be. I bet it's Tucker. The severity of the situation is for real. And when Tucker was on the Sean Ryan podcast, which is an incredible podcast, it was very clear that he's looking at this through a very spiritual, religious lens. And I think that the reason that's important is that when someone is looking at things through that lens, they're less afraid to. They're reaching for something so high that their fear of judgment of others is diminished, because they're talking as much to God, meaning they're just as afraid of disappointing God as they are of disappointing or being ostracized by their social connections who might think they're weird, and why are you talking about these weird things, and can't we keep this a little bit more grounded? And I think it has to be somebody who's coming from that level in order to really speak into people's hearts. I'm getting like Joan of Arc vibes, like William Wallace and Braveheart. That is what is being called forward right now, because we are in such a fake and gay reality of kayfabe, word to Eric Weinstein, that it's all so fake. And the desire to cut through that which is false, and the vastness of all of the lies is so deep at the moment that I think we're ready now. I think that in the same way that after this happened, Elon was like, you know what, fuck it. I fully endorse Trump. Suck a dick, you fat fuck, Reid Hoffman, you fucking pedo, Epstein Island, sick fuck. Yeah, fuck you. I know we made fucking PayPal together, but suck a fat dick, you fucking fuck. Yeah, that's what time it is now, right? It's like, it's time for like, bro, you're my fucking enemy, Suck a dick. And Bill Ackman being like, dude, I think Bezos is gonna be next. Ray Dalio might, like, it's getting real. And so the point being is that, let's say it is Tucker, right? And Tucker goes far. It could be Candace Owens too. Could be PBD. But whoever it is, I think as they start going too far, meaning they start moving outside of the Overton window, maybe talking about demons and angels or God and Satan, I don't know exactly what. But I think that people like Elon, people like David Sachs will be like, no, I'm with that, okay? I'm with that. I support that. I think what is being said is important and valid by that person. And they may not go, yes, I also go angels and demons and God and Satan, but nevertheless, like, the cosign is like, it's like a running back and an offensive lineman, right? The offensive lineman, in this case, Elon, David Sachs, whoever, creates the room for the running back, Tucker, Candace, PBD, whoever it turns out to be, to really say things that need to be said right now, to really move us fully out of the era of lies. Because the fact that they had the fucking gall to say that he fell down at first, like, they all changed it, right? Like, a few hours later, it was so glaring. But it's like people's hearts are revealed in their unforced actions, right? So something this intense, they still played the fucking game. These fucking evil, satanic fucks. The phrase of 2024 is you don't hate journalists enough. These are the most demonic class of humans in existence. And it's like the Patriot Act, calling them journalists. It's like demons calling themselves journalists is like the Patriot Act calling itself patriotic. I mean, it's so inverted. And for those who don't know about religion, like, that's what Satanism is. It's an inversion. It's an upside down cross. This shit is so sick. And the fact that they did that on something that is so obviously beyond the pale of this gotcha games and, fake bullshit, they can't differentiate at all about when you actually have to like cut the shit and be like, bro almost got assassinated, you know? Like, that's just what happened. And it's like, no, they can't. They have no chill. And that's so funny because they're demons, right? They have no chill because they reside in a world of flames and molten lava. So that's my take. You know, I think that's enough. And shout out to Nick. Real goatish. Shout out to Naval. Pretty goatish himself. Vivek. Vivek got a lot of goat in him too. We got some goats in the building. Otis 5D reacts. Much love to Body and peace.
Otis5D.xyz.
Go fuck yourself.